G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do the review of the Geelong and Carlton game, which was on the Friday night, and what a huge game it was. As you can probably tell, my voice is absolutely cooked, so I'll try.
You're struggling a bit today, mate.
Yeah, it's been a big week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And, a couple of weeks, and yeah, we got home in the end by 6 points. Yeah, we just keep getting the job done, and another close one with Carlton.
Yeah.
And obviously, yeah, you were watching on over at the Shield. So, how'd you see the game, mate? What are your thoughts?
We just keep winning, don't we? Those close ones. You would naturally think surely we can't keep winning them, but we do. And when Jared Waite slotted that goal, I think about 4 or 5 minutes left, put it a bit clear. I thought
7 points. Yeah.
Even myself, such faith in the Cats, I still had that slight, maybe the doubt that maybe we will not win this one, and just one close one that gets away. But we find a way to win once again. And it's fantastic, isn't it? We just backline. Yeah, backline's looking absolutely sensational. And considering Bartel was a laid out, no Steve Johnson, they've such big outs.
Yeah.
And Joel Selwood only having 4 touches in the second half.
Doesn't help.
It puts it in perspective. No goals for Tommy Hawkins. It makes it look all right. Pretty good win.
Yeah.
A few different contributors stepping up. So it was pretty impressive, and another valuable 4 points to bank.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it was an unimpressive win, to say the least, I guess. Well, a good win out of an unimpressive performance is probably how you could sum it up. But, I felt we wasted our opportunities going forward, and just in general, having shots at goal, just weren't taking the opportunities when we had them, and it was a bit frustrating at times. I felt Carlton did better around the 50-50 contest. They seemed to want it more, and I think that's understandable when they're just playing to win. And we're playing for sort of a top 4, top 2 spot. So yeah, I think, and they spread us so well. They always just make us look slow for some reason. I don't know how, but
something Carlton in particular.
Yeah. Them in particular, as you say, they find a way. But the good thing is we still haven't lost in Victoria, and hopefully that continues. We'd like it to keep going.
That'd be very nice.
But yeah, it'll be a big game next week, and could test the theory a little bit. But we might move into the votes, mate. Who'd you give you 3, 2 and 1 to?
Yeah, Josh Caddy got the 3 votes. You could probably argue it's probably his best game for the club.
Yeah, definitely.
It was sensational. 28 touches, 16 contested, best on the ground. And crucial goal. He missed a couple of crucial ones, but made up with it for a big mark.
He sure did,
and a nice goal. So I love his attack on the footy. He's really starting to play that sort of football that we probably expected with number 7 draft pick and a real bull at the ball. So
he's sensational.
He was fantastic. Another guy I reckon had the best game for the club was Mark Blitzarves. Gave him the 2 votes. He just really used his running ability that we know he has.
Yeah.
And he just played a really good match, I felt. Was consistent over the 4 quarters and improving signs. He's looking pretty good. And I gave the 1 vote to Harry Taylor. He's in fantastic form, isn't he?
He's loving life at the moment.
Absolutely sensational at the moment, yeah. So I think he had about 24 touches and just looked rock solid in defence. Did some really good individual things. So he deserves the 1 vote and a very good form and an important player for the future. So my votes, mate. How about yourself?
I went with Josh Caddy for the 3 votes. I think a lot of people would have gone with him. He got 28 disposals, 6 marks, 4 tackles. He also got that goal, which was pretty vital in the end, winning by a goal. And you've just you did well to get a 4-quarter performance going. And as Shorty probably mentioned, best game for the club. And he did a great job there. And for 2 votes, I went with Hamish McIntosh. He just played really well. He just popped up when we needed him to, and took a fair few marks as well. He got the 16 disposals, 8 marks, and he also kicked that goal in the second quarter. Again, goals proving pretty valuable in this game in what was a reasonably low-scoring game.
Yeah, he was impressive.
Yeah, I just felt he was doing well in the clutch moments, and got the job done for us. Did really well. And the 1 vote, it could be a few players here, but maybe Stevie Motlop could be in contention as well. But I went with Corey Enright. He was pretty solid down back, and he got the 26 disposal and a couple of marks. And you think Corey Enright, and one word comes to mind is composure. And whilst there was one moment where he wasn't, probably one of his worst kicks of his life, where he just kicked it straight down the throat of Jared Waite. I think it was in that last quarter, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, boy.
It was one blemish on him, but he was pretty good with that. It wasn't a composed moment, but
Yeah, we can't. I mean, it's sometimes a bit scary when you see Corey Enright making mistakes, because we're just so used to him doing the right thing. But
I know.
I thought he was a pretty solid contributor throughout the night, and yeah, no, he did pretty well, and probably a few other players in contention, but those are my three. And on to your favourite second mate, the chopping block. Who have we got?
Yeah. Well, Shane Kirsten revisits again.
Look out.
He was terrible.
He was
absolutely hopeless.
I didn't like his game.
He's not finding the footy. He's not hitting the scoreboard at all, and you don't even see him. Like,
I know, he just goes missing.
It's a simple sort of thing to say, but you actually don't see him around the footy much at all, and it's a real worry because I know Hawke's still got a few shots on goal, but you know eventually sides will just pay no respect to Kirsten, and Hawkins will just start getting smashed more than he does.
That's
so
right, yeah, that's
a bit of a whisper with Chris Scott that maybe Mitch Brown potentially, which that's an interesting one. I mean, I'll probably put a line through his name earlier in the season, but he's popped up again. Josh Walker, Mitch Brown, Shane Kirsten. It's not an all-star pick, but
no.
one of them has to stand up, and right now it's not Shane Kirsten, and it wasn't Josh Walker earlier.
Absolutely.
I personally don't have a lot of faith or time in Mitch Brown, but
neither.
Hopefully if he does get his chance, he can prove me wrong, but Kirsten has to be really a bit of heat on him, I would say.
Definitely. I'll just chop in there, mate.
Yeah.
With, you just feel like all these three players won't strive to the occasion. Like, for example, let's say Kirsten gets dropped. You just generally feel like the player that's going to come in for him isn't going to make a big impact or take the opportunity by the scruff of the neck. Do you find that's a bit of a problem?
Yeah, I agree. Like, none of them are really close to their peak of their career, you would think.
Yeah.
And maybe Mitch Brown will never be up to it because he's been around for a while. But
yes, yeah.
I know what you mean there. It's none of them you feel and you look at and go, yeah, he could add something in a final that will make a difference. It is a big worry.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cam Guthrie's another bloke. He's not on the chopping block, but I just think he needs to be released from the tag. I think Murphy still had a reasonable influence on the match, and Guthrie had none. And I know they rate him super high at the Cats, and I just think, let him go to the ball, let him play. He's a beautiful user. He's super composed. I just want to see him play on the ball. Don't worry about the tag. Maybe who he's on, he can play defensively minded, but not a hard tag. So
no, that's right.
That's another one. But I think probably Stevie J and Bartel you'd be thinking would come back. So
depending on injury time frames and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, naturally you would think probably Jed Buse and Billy Smets would make way once again. Buse he looks alright for the future. Billy's an
he does.
untidy player at the moment, I feel.
Yep.
But yeah, you would think they're not quite up to it at the moment, and of course Jimmy and Stevie J will be making their way back hopefully next week. So that's all for the chopping block, mate. But it is a big game next week. Play the Hawks, the big rival. How do you see that one?
Oh, it's going to be monstrous. It's always a big game against these two sides. Got the Hawks at the MCG. Pretty sure it's on the Saturday night. So, look, I reckon we've got Hawthorn in the home and away games and maybe early finals. I guess the proof will be in the pudding for maybe in a couple of weeks if we do finish sort of the top three and they finish top two kind of deal. But yeah, Hawthorn have done so well this year against the odds with everything that's gone against them, injuries, the coach going down. They've done exceptionally well to be in the position that they are in, and you just wonder how this one's going to pan out. I'll back us in to beat the Hawks most times because people might agree that the Kenneth's curse exists or that we've got this mental edge over them, but I think we've won 12 of the last 13 or something, or 11 of the last 12. So we generally do pretty well against them, and last time obviously we won by 19 points, albeit against a pretty not so great Hawthorn backline. They had a few guys out, and Tommy Hawkins against Kyle Cheney, it's a pretty simple equation, and Tommy Hawkins won the game for us. He sure did. That was a good game that we went to. I think I reckon we'll get the job done. But
confidence is good.
You'd want us to, if we play them in the finals, you nearly wouldn't mind losing to them the week coming up, and then we're beating them in the final. But I'm not too sure, mate. So.
I agree with you there. It's not too often it's never I go into a game almost you'd be happy with a loss, and happy certainly isn't the word. You'd be content with it. It looks like we're pretty much cemented where we're at. There's a big game about half an hour between Freo and Hawthorn. Depending how that pans out, we could be totally cemented for top three. but I'd just hate for us to once again beat them both in the home and away, and then lose in a final. It's not being pessimistic, but there's nothing between the sides when we meet.
That's
And
right.
sometimes it does just fall their way and falls our way as well sometimes. So I don't think it's going to like have a massive edge over in finals if we win next weekend. So
No, definitely
it
not.
wouldn't be the worst game to drop or even experiment with a few things like the forward setup and maybe how you go about things against the Hawks. But yeah, of course we have a fantastic record against them, and it'll be a massive match and a bit of a tease to what might happen in the final series at some point. But
Definitely, yeah.
I love playing the Hawks and love beating them even more. So
It's good
I
fun,
guess
isn't
that
it?
answers my question I said a minute ago. But
Yeah.
hopefully we can perform and whatever the result should be fine. Shouldn't
Yeah.
alter us too much as long as we
The margin won't be big. That's
yeah.
For sure.
No, it never is it?
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's one stat I want to mention though, and I've been keeping an eye on the stat for the last 3 or 4 years. When we've lost the second last game of the home and away season, we've gone on to win a premiership in the last 8 or so years, where we've been the dominant force or reasonable dominant force of the competition. It's crazy to think. We lost to Port Adelaide round 21, 2007, won the flag. In 2009, we lost to the Bulldogs in round 21, won the flag. Go back to 2011, Sydney had a lot to play for with passing of Jeremy McVeigh's daughter, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And obviously they got it for him and they won. And we won the premiership that year. And going back to when it hasn't worked out so well, we in 2008, I'm pretty sure, well, basically in the years in between, we've won the second last game. So yeah, it's
Superstitious stat from Tyson.
yeah,
Interesting one.
it's just so amazing how it's worked out that way. So it's like, do we want to drop it? So we put our hand up to maybe be a chance to win the flag this year. Who knows? But
It's interesting. Probably one for the superstitious people out there.
Oh,
but
definitely, yeah.
It's an interesting one, yeah.
it could take its toll. Who knows? But and just a shout out for the defenders. They've been exceptional the last 7 or so weeks. We have not conceded more than 12 goals since the loss to Gold Coast and Metricon. We conceded 17 that night. They've just been sensational. And hopefully we keep that form going. But those are just a couple of little things I wanted to mention here.
Yeah, Taylor, Lonergan and Rivers, they've been a standout. Mackey's offensively been pretty good off the back line as well. So, but those 3 talls in particular have been sensational.
Absolutely, mate. All right, well, that's all from us for today, and feel free to comment your thoughts on the game. It was another classic again, as it seems to be between these two sides, for whatever reason. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and also don't forget to check out my mate Dari Joe, who does the Geelong Goal video highlights each week, and as I keep saying, does a sensational job, so go and check him out and subscribe to him. And also, we've got our Twitter account in the description below, so go follow us on that. Sure, he's screaming for more followers, so give him a hand.
Not too many there.
That's alright. But yeah, don't forget to share this around to your mates. Thanks heaps for sticking around, guys, and we'll see you all soon.